Welcome.
Please come in.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
What's your name?
So, Sambit Kumar Pani.
Pani.
Which district you come from?
Yes, sir.
From which district do you come from?
Sir, Nayagarh.
Right. Earlier, Nayagarh district was a part of
Sir,
which
Puri.
district? Puri. Puri was divided into how many parts?
Three parts, I guess.
Three parts.
And Nayagarh was one of them. That's the idea.
Any district which has been divided into 4 parts in Odisha? Do you have any idea?
I can't recall.
You don't have idea. Okay. What is the speciality of Nayagarh district?
Sir, on historical basis, it houses in Saranpur, which is my birthplace.
Saranpur.
Yes, sir. Ladukeshwar Mandir. It was built in 15th century, and it's the exact replica of the Lingaraj temple, Bhubaneswar. And similar to that, we have many great temples there. In terms of agriculture and all those things, we have good cultivation of sugarcane, paddy, and oil seeds. And apart from that, Nayagarh boasts of various other cultural activities too. Sir, like the Odoga, it is famous for the rocks, the ancient rocks. In a similar way, we have, it is the seat of, I think, the origin of Odia culture, because lots of things which have been found in various places in terms of art architecture.
Just I am interrupting.
Yes.
You told there are lots of cultural activities.
Yes.
You didn't indicate what is the cultural activity.
Yes.
Just to mention saying. Similarly, you used another page called the Center of Odia Culture.
Yes.
What did you didn't explain? Would you like to elaborate upon that?
So, like this
First of all, how it is cultural entity
Yes.
is something unique. That you have indicated, you have to elaborate. Second is how is the center of Odia culture.
Yes.
The two things you explain.
Sir, like Jagannath cult, which is very famous in Odisha as well as throughout the world now. So, Continua Nina Madhav temple, it is famous for this Jagannath cult only. And earlier I mentioned about Lingaraj temple, which is Harihar temple, which is one of the few temples in India where we have both Hari and Hara. I think none of the temples in India houses both of them.
Are you sure?
Sir, I guess.
In Odisha you don't have?
So, Odisha we have. Other than
none of in India would hold it.
yeah.
Odisha, where do you have it?
Sir,
Yes.
Lingaraj only.
Some other places you can mention some places in Odisha where we have got Hari and Hara temple.
Sir, I have known this Lingaraj and Nayagarh, means Saranpur district, Ladukeshwar Mandir. And actually, what I was told,
Ladukeshwar Mandir, you told me it has both the citadel of Hari and Hara.
yes, sir, because
Please explain.
sir, actually, Hari means Vaishnav cult,
Correct.
and Hara means Shaiva cult. And when we go and see the actual Sanctum Sanctorum, there we have a indication of a sacred thread, which indicates that Hari is also there, means Vishnu. But Hara, Shiva, was believed to be a tribal person. So when we combined both of them, we got the combination of Harihara.
Is that so?
Sir,
When you see the sacred thread, it is
no, sir. Sacred thread per se is not there. They have made that in the form of stone.
Then why do you call it Hari Hara? There should be some reason specifically.
Sir, the conjoining of both Shiva and Vaishnav.
Where is Vaishnav culture there in Ladukeshwar temple?
Ladukeshwar, sir, we don't need to have a Vaishnav culture. Means the traditions.
My question is that how to combine the Vaishnavite culture with Saivite culture in Ladukeshwar temple?
So combination could be based on the rituals that we follow.
Okay, let us change the question. You have offered psychology in the exam.
Yes.
who is the the person who elaborated upon Oedipus complex?
Sir, it was Dr. Sigmund Freud who gave the theory of both Electra as well as Oedipus complex. Oedipus complex was based upon a story that a person by mistakenly he killed his father, and in later stage he married his mother. But after realizing that he has done a mistake, he tried to overcome it. So Oedipus complex and Electra complex is just opposite to that. It shows a woman's attraction, like the girl's attraction for her father.
How do you rate this theory? Your personal rating of this theory?
Sir, I guess due to our cultural influences, these things get subdued in our unconscious mind. There might be a possibility that that a person is inclined to protect his or her mother, but he won't express it in the form that a husband does to his wife. So the relation dynamics might change, but the general area of protection, giving security to the opposite sex exists. So Oedipus per se, I say it won't exist because of the current cultural dynamics, but on the other terms it does.
My last question is this. What do you mean by somnambulism?
Sometimes I can't recall. Right? I have read it, I can't recall.
You are working with Cognizant in Bangalore.
Yes, sir.
Are you still in job?
No, sir.
Why?
So I left the job for preparation. I was not able to give time due to working in banking and financial services, which was very toiling on me.
Given a chance, you can go back always.
Yes, sir. IT sector, the beauty of that sector or any of the private sector is that we can go there anytime with the requisite skills.
More so, you are a program analyst.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think you can always go back.
Sir, both these positions, actually programmer analyst is the precursor to programmer or analyst. So whatever we choose, we can go back into that domain.
You have written that your hobby is reading self-help books.
Yes.
What is that?
So self-help books are basically motivational kind of books which a person presents as his biography or the excerpts from his life, his or her life, where one can find meaning or some motivation or some example which they can use it in their life.
Motivational books.
Yes.
Okay. And also journalism.
Journaling means writing my, penning down my thoughts or whatever goes in my mind in the current life.
Oh, acha, acha. And you have studied in Jharkhand.
So Jhagrakhand.
Huh?
Jhagrakhand.
Jharkhand?
Yes.
Where is that?
So in Chhattisgarh. Currently Chhattisgarh. Earlier it was in Madhya Pradesh.
Is it name of the place Jharkhand?
Jhagrakhand.
That means they are always into quarreling. Yeah?
No, sir.
Then,
So Jhagrakhand means actually it was a part of some coal mining area. So they named it in that way, Jhagrakhand. It's a mining belt.
it's a mining belt. There has been a tussle going on between Odisha and Chhattisgarh
Yes.
in connection with sharing of water of the Mahanadi. What do you know about this issue?
So actually origin of Mahanadi is in Raipur. That is in Chhattisgarh only. So there Chhattisgarh government in trying to provide electricity and all those agricultural needs, irrigation purposes, is trying to build dams, and in that purpose only the water is getting diverted, and that much volume of water which should be available with Odisha is not getting fulfilled. So there is that tussle between Odisha and Chhattisgarh.
Suppose Chhattisgarh decides to release the entire water without storing a drop of it to Odisha, what will you do that?
So in that case,
Okay, water comes now. Then
so
how can you store it?
Currently we don't have the enough infrastructure to store that much of water. In Bhubaneswar itself, from my personal experience, last year I saw that when Hirakud water was released, Daya Nadi got flooded and the entire area of Sundarpada was flooded. So it definitely shows that the infrastructure currently can't hold that much of water. So we are not prepared for that. But in case if in future this situation arises, so in advance we have.
There are a lot of people who are saying that Odisha going to the tribunal is not justified. Do you agree with this?
Sir, in a general sense, I can give that in that way, any state like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, even they going to tribunal won't be justified. But every state has to fulfill the requirement of its own people first, and at the same time, something should be there for this cooperative federalism. In that way, I would say.
What is that cooperative federalism?
Sir, every state does compete for the resources, but at the same time, the national goal should be there that everybody comes together for a common goal.
My next question is, you must have heard that there has been a issue cropped up recently in Odisha referring to the change of name of Ravenshaw University. What is your idea? What is your perception? What do you think about this?
Sir, I would say that the leader who initiated it is a very trained and seasoned leader. So I don't know the idea behind this statement, but it did work well in political terms in dividing the state between the pro changers and no changers that existed before independence also. And on the second point, sir, Ravenshaw did his part. He was wrong because of the issues created during Nanka famine, his inability to address the issue properly. But even the commission said that he was not experienced enough and trained enough to handle such kind of scenarios at that point of time. But up to 1878, that person continued as a commissioner in all the big posts. So the British government's dual role in it itself shows up. At the same time, I would say that in terms of education, he was denied money from his seniors in Calcutta, but still he got to arrange it from the Maharaja of Mayurvansh, who contributed almost rupees 24,000 at that point of time. People also contributed.
Is it?
Rupees 24,000 was the amount, sir. 20,000 from people and 24,000 from Maharaja himself. I have read the figures well.
Are you sure?
So in the newspaper it has shown north of 20,000.
But I have seen the list prepared and published in Utkal Deepika. Then he gave only 500 rupees here.
Sir, Raja of Mayurvansh.
Yes.
So
He gave only 500 rupees.
I am sorry, sir, if I might be wrong, because
He gave 20,000 rupees in Calcutta to the company, stating that this money can be kept and the interest of which will be utilized in the college. But at the time of construction, when public was donating money, he gave only 500 rupees here.
sir, these
Anyway.
sites we don't get.
Anyway, there has been a change in the government. This government just completed 100 days in power. After long 24 to 25 years of rule by one person, one political party, people decided to change. What is your feeling about the functioning of the government?
So the present one or?
Yeah, present one.
Sir, in my personal opinion, I would say this 100 days is not a big enough time to say that the government has performed well. But in terms of its promise, which was implemented yesterday only, Subhadra Yojana, so it has fulfilled the promise as per the manifesto, which is going to help women empowerment cause. But at the same time, I think that we need at least a good period of 6 or 7 months to see how actually the administration is performing now, because there have been a large number of transfers, new appointments, old people going, and change of rules, like there was this contractual appointment of the retired employees, all those things were cancelled now. So in that sense, for effects to take place in such scenario, in terms of governance and infrastructure, that thing takes time. So I think the period should be around around 6 months or 1 year.
Done. Good.
Acha, who is Atishi Singh?
I can't recall now. Sir.
You have not read today's newspaper.
Atishi,
Atishi
Atishi Malena.
Atishi Singh.
Atishi ma'am, she is the new chief minister of Delhi, and she took. I think Arvind Kejriwal has resigned 2 days back, so she is the one who is supposed to be the chief minister.
So, what is her number? Lady, as far as the lady chief minister of Delhi is concerned, she is the first or second or third or fourth chief minister of Delhi.
From my memory, I can recall Sheila Dikshit was the first one from Congress. Then this time second one is from Atishi. I guess.
What about Sushma Swaraj then?
I don't remember. sorry.
Atishi Singh is the third
Chief
lady,
Minister.
women and youngest chief minister of Delhi. Who is the lieutenant governor of Delhi at present?
Sri Manoj Kumar, I guess.
No.
Sorry. I remember his face.
It's okay.
On